Ever since release, I have been getting hooked on this game. As a matter of fact, I stayed up 2 nights playing this. And of course, it is Fate Extella for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita. Now, a lot of you guys have seen a video where I unboxed the collector's edition of this game, which is titled the Noble Phantasm Edition. This game is the latest of the Fate series. It is also a hack and slash title that is in the style of Muso, which means if you've played Samurai Warriors or Dynasty Warriors, you're gonna be familiar with this game. Does it have a storyline? Yes, it does. However, the storyline takes place in this one, it looks like a planet, and it's called the Seraph. So, of course, you get to live in the Seraph because you've earned that privilege. So, what goes on? Well, something's gone horribly wrong, and now there's 3 factions of servants, killing each other due to this incident that has happened, and, there's, multiple versions of you. I'm trying my best not to spill out too much of the story, but however, each campaign branches off from one another, so don't get confused. When it comes to the gameplay system, like I said, it's a hack and slash system. People who play Dynasty Warriors or Samurai Warriors are going to be familiar with it. It is a Muso-style game, and of course, Muso-style games have been on the rise, so what do you expect? However, this one has a unique way of sorting things out. So, you have to be the first to complete the Regime Matrix, which means basically capture sections or capture points. Simple, right? However, if you wish to capture a point, you have to take out the enemy aggressors in them. And that means all of them in order to capture the point. So, of course, you do get your traditional combo stuff, you do get some super moves, and of course you do get some devastating attacks. You get these things called the Mooncrooks. When it comes to Mooncrooks, you get to turn yourself into, the powered-up version of you. And you're, destroying everybody in this field because you have it active. If you happen to collect all 3 of these interesting orange key piece things, you get rewarded with the ability to just unleash an instant kill that's called the Noble Phantasm. It is very useful for when you want to end the mission fast. It is very useful for sticky situations, or pretty much I ended up using them for ending the fights, basically completing the mission. However, you have to be really careful because enemy servants can pretty much use Noble Phantasm as well. And if you see this guy unleashing this purple aura, that means you gotta go and keep on hitting him, and it'll interrupt his Noble Phantasm and will spell out that orange key piece thingy for you to collect. I ended up getting killed by an enemy servant using a Noble Phantasm because I wasn't careful enough. Make sure you level up your characters, though, because if you level them up, you're gonna get extra damage that your character gets to, dole out against others. And also, you do get to unlock more into combos, which means you get more combo opportunities unlocked for you. There's also a character bonding system, which if you level up the character bond, you do get rewards, but if you level up the bond enough, you are treated to bond specific events, which you pretty much get these interesting little cutscenes just for fun. And some of them carry an extra outfit for your character, so if you view that cutscene, you get that outfit unlocked. And yes, I completely forgot about that. You can also increase the bond level of servants by completing side missions. When it comes to the story, it's very intriguing. It makes you super curious. It kind of gets you really hooked. And of course, there's going to be cutscenes that are going to be too long for some people, but however, what makes up for it is this interesting story and this interesting mystery you're introduced. And as soon as you advanced further into the main story, you're gonna be very intrigued, and it's like you're surprised at the very least. Speaking of story, the characters in Fate Extella, including the servants, were really great. They all have their interesting backstories. They also have their own charm, and pretty much you're going to end up liking almost everybody in Fate Extella. The servants are actually enjoyable, and of course, you, the main character, are enjoyable as well. If you played like only one Fate series, then you're definitely going to find some new favorites in Fate Extella. Speaking of story stuff in general, there's your main campaigns, and you do have your side campaigns, which you can unlock for each servant that hasn't even gotten enough face time. What I mean by saying that is Nero, Tamamo, and Altera are like the stars of the main campaign, so basically there's this little side campaign section to where any other servant gets their own side of the story. So, say if I want to get a hold of Lu Bu's story, well, more detail of it. So, I've already unlocked Lu Bu by playing in the main campaign, so I can just go to the little side campaign section and then just pick Lu Bu. And, of course, there's like your traditional free battle mode where you can pick any mission and then go in with any character you like. And, of course, you get, like, the gallery section where you can go ahead and view all the servants, or view all of the events, or all of the cutscenes, or listen to the music. And they have the little encyclopedia thing that'll teach you all about the universe of Fate Extella. And, of course, yeah, there's a gallery mode in there, and like I said. Let's talk about gameplay. The amount of customability, I mean, you have the codecast system for you, the player, and you also have the install skill system. And what it's basically is, it's like you not only get to pick the perks for your servant, but also you get to pretty much pick the outfit for you that kind of allows you to like store up to like 4 spells, which you can use in the battle to help out your servant in battle. Oh shit, I forgot to keep that note. Anyway, back to gameplay. It is fast-paced, and it is intense, and what I do want to elaborate on that is it's really, really intense, and of course, like I said, it is fast-paced. However, there are times where I almost failed the mission because the enemy is about to, like, complete their regime matrix, and I had to, like, rush against the clock to do it. And as a matter of fact, there's gonna be this thing, there's gonna be missions where they're gonna put a time limit on you, so if you don't get that mission done within that time limit, you'll pretty much end up failing the mission. When it comes to Muso-style games, especially Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors, there's going to be like a tediousness that's going to pretty much not be for some people. However, that saying can go to Fate Extella, but still, it's a fun hack-and-slash brawler. And of course, the design of the game is fantastic. The levels are brilliantly done. I've never seen much gorgeous detail. And also, the music in the game is good. And of course, you're going to find some really catchy tunes. Overall, Fate Extella, the Umbral Star for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita, is a very fascinating title worth checking out. It has a story that's going to get you hooked. The gameplay is, like, fast-paced and intense as hell. And, of course, the music of the game is good, and the design and presentation of the game is great. And also, the characters are really enjoyable. That being said, this game is worthy of being in your library. Anyway, that is all, and I'll be looking forward to you in the next video. Oh, and to Mamo, my waifu, whore out.